Mic check. Mic check. Yeah. There we go. Whew. There we go. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Made some adjustments to the camera. Guys, you can go ahead and crisscross applesauce up front. It's okay. Go ahead and crisscross applesauce. We're gonna go over a few things here. What's up, Kingpin? How you doing? Jeff, how you doing? Molly, how you doing? Here inside of the vehicle intersections. Whew. Long-time subscriber, Moto Kilo. Major impact. Hey, I'm glad you've been able to avoid these situations. We're actually going to be going over the S portion just very briefly in the DDF and crew report. But how's everybody doing today? How's everybody doing today? I got my True Classic t-shirts, new sponsor of the channel. It's affiliate links. So no extra cost to you, but it helps out the channel quite a bit. How are you doing, Ravishing Rider? Links in the description for it. This is their polo shirt. This is their activewear polo shirt. Absolutely great. We're actually going to get some logos done. So until then, I'm just going to put a sticker here. This is going to be the new logo. Let's see. There you go. That's going to be the uniform. It's going to say instructor under it. So we're just going to put a sticker there for now. How about that? How's everybody doing? Might be a little bit smaller. I love the shirt. Love the shirt. They have a lot of stuff. I actually ordered their jeans. They got some jeans now. They got a really nice hat. I like their little navy hats. Anyways, Quad Lock. Quick shout out to Quad Lock. Quick shout out to all our sponsors because these videos do get demonetized. We got Cardo in the description. We got Revzilla as an affiliate. We got a lot. But the biggest thing here, the biggest sponsor, really. Oh yeah, I trimmed the beard up a little bit. By the way, got a gray hair right there. The biggest sponsor is you guys, the MTC Rider Academy. So if you guys want to join and be a member, right there, you get a basic training course, you get a bunch of stuff, and this you actually get this today's syllabus to like on there right now, And that's what is available. Let me go ahead and grab it. Links in the description. We have today's syllabus right here. So what we're going to do is that we're going to go to the class real quick. Kingpin, how you doing, Kingpin? How you doing? 7:35 at night. Yeah, we're doing it a little bit late. Typically, we do this on Thursdays at about 10 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. But today, we're doing it on the weekend. I had a lot of stuff happen this week. It's a no bueno week, but you know what? We're making it work. Let's go ahead and go to the classroom. Come on in, come on in, come on in, come on in. How's everybody doing? So this is today's syllabus. We're going to be talking real quickly about the DDFM crew report. We're going to be talking about seeks, recognizes, and understands hazardous situations. So, So let's go ahead and jump into the DDFM crew report. We got to get this stuff going. This is going to be part of the After the Ride podcast. So if you haven't checked it out, we do have the After the Ride podcast. It's on Spotify. That YouTube channel is back up, so you might want to check it out. But all MTC Rider Academy members get this right away. So thank you so much, MTC Rider Academy members. It's only $4.99 the first month. But let's go ahead and jump into it. So we got seeks and recognizes. And then we also have understands hazardous situations. I'm not going to read this verbatim. This is going to be something that you can read if you really want to. I just want to kind of give you my 2 cents when it comes to seeking hazardous situations. And we're going to jump into the recognizing part right after. But basically seeking, what that is that you're actually looking for things. You're actually looking for those things. Now, a lot of people think, oh, you start to get, paranoid. And you're always just scanning and you're always looking for dangerous stuff. It's not really that. You don't have to overload your brain. What we do here at the MTC Rider Academy is we focus mainly on patterns, color codes. Colors are very easy. The feeling that is associated with the color codes, zoning out, white stage, you're zoned in, paying attention to everything. You feel grounded. So you're grounded in yellow stage. Orange stage, you feel this gut feeling, this uncommon thing in a common situation, and that's the feeling. And then the red stage, you're actively going. So the adrenaline dump, you know what that is. Panic, you guys know what the panic is. It's anxiety ridden. So if you know those feelings, you know the color codes, and then if you know how to plan your ride, even better. But we're going to just go and briefly talk about the seeks part is that, you're actively looking for the uncommon thing. You're looking for a pothole. You don't have to scan the road consistently, use your peripheral vision. You can actually see something different in the road than the rest of the road, and that is going to be a pothole or some other road surface hazard, maybe even a roadway user like somebody side of the pedestrian or Priuses. Exactly, Jeff and Molly. So you're actively just kind of looking for. You're active. So if you ever have listened to somebody and waited to speak, that's not active listening. Active listening is actually sitting there, not thinking about a response and understanding what that person is doing and what they're saying so you can actually understand things. So when we seek out these hazardous situations, we're actively seeking these situations. We're not just riding and sitting there and allowing things to happen to us. We're actively searching and seeking these hazardous situations. Now, when it comes to recognizing them, like I said, the uncommon thing in a common situation, you find something that doesn't belong. So the side of the vehicle coming out in front of you, a pothole, a tar snake, you see a bouncy ball going into the roadway. Obviously, there's going to, well, not obviously, but maybe there's going to be a child running after that soccer ball or bouncy ball, whatever it is, playing kickball. You're recognizing hazardous situations. Intersections, hazardous situations. It's going to get you that gut feeling. Okay, we're getting into the orange stage. If it gives you a panic and like an anxiety feeling, we're going into brown stage. If you completely miss it and you're zoned out thinking of something else, you're not recognizing it's a hazardous situation. It's because you're white stage. You're not paying attention. So we are recognizing hazardous situations. We have to understand what they are. Okay, we're gonna get into that, but we have to seek them out. We have to figure out if they are the problem. So awareness, assessment. Okay, we're getting into it, and then some accountability and action. And that's what the understanding part is that we have to understand that we are going to be riding a motorcycle that has two wheels that relies on gyroscopic forces and was it gyroscopic precession and traction and physics and counter steering and a bunch of other things that other vehicles don't have to deal with because they automatically balance on four tires. We have to understand that we're in a hazardous area. We don't have a roll cage. We don't have seat belts, airbags, or anything like that. We have just gear. So we're understanding that these are hazardous situations. So when we are seeking out these problems, we are recognizing that there's these problems. We have to understand we have to do something because we can't do nothing because we're going to go ahead and crash and get severely injured. So we are making sure that we're following the plan method. Okay. That's more so in the MTC Rider Academy. We have full-on lessons, Unit 1, 2, and 3, and then a whole bunch more, the Smart Rider Basic Training course. All members get access to that. All members get access to the archive of after-action reviews, which we do here on Riding Smart live streams. This is 133. So if you want to check it out, please do so. This is just the very, very tippity top of what being a smart rider really is, okay? So let's go ahead and jump into the MTC Rider Academy newsletter. We're going to get into the crashes, guys. We're going to get into the crashes. Don't worry. The MTC Rider Academy newsletter has been put out every Monday morning, depending on where you're at, as an email newsletter for those of you that are signed up at the MTC Rider Academy. Okay, so if you're signed up as a member, you get this newsletter every week on Monday, and then we post this and I read it during the live stream. So that's where you get this. So this was written by Nathan. Nathan is our other instructor right here, the MTC Rider Academy instructor. I can't even speak right now, MTC Rider Academy instructor. And he puts out some really good stuff. It really comes out from his point of view. He focuses on the Smart Rider principles just like we all do here, but the tactics, the way things are presented can change as long as we're focused on the actual principles. So what he's doing right here is talking about the reality check. Okay, we're just going to kind of go over some of these bullet points here. The rest of the newsletter, if you got it, great. If you didn't, check your email, check your spam folder. If you're an MTC Rider Academy member, we do have it as a Smart Rider Tips section. So please go over there. You can actually download it if you wanted to. So what can we learn? So don't be in a rush to get where you're going. You're either early or you're late. So leave early so you can allocate more brain power to being situationally aware instead of what you're going to say to excuse your tardiness. So here's the thing. When it comes to, I actually just had a recent thing that happened with my daughter is that she was late for volleyball practice. And, she's panicking, doing all these things, trying to come up with reasons why, as a child, 14-year-old child, just getting in a bad spot. And I took this as a learning lesson into teaching her, just be honest, be accountable. Your volleyball coach is going to really enjoy that. You're going to respect that, and you shouldn't have to worry. If something happens, it's because we're late. So let's just try to prevent that from happening next time. So we learned now that we don't want to have that anxiety. We don't want to have to use our brain power to come up with an excuse and then have to deal with lying and dealing with all these things. So now she knows on her own to set an alarm, to pay attention, but then at the same time learning that being accountable for your actions and not rushing and just accepting is very important. Something I wish I learned as a kid, but it was a great opportunity for that. So make sure when you're getting to a place, because here's the thing, I was the one driving, I wasn't panicked. If you're getting to a place and you're panicking because you're freaking out that you're late, you're going to speed on the road, put yourself in a bad situation to get a ticket, to be in a worse position for safety because you're just not paying attention. You're just trying to get there from point A to point B as fast as possible, opening up yourself to more factors, which we see all the time on these crashes and close calls. Speed is a major factor, if not one of the only factors that are in every single one of them. So when you're putting yourself in that situation, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Just accept that you're going to get there about 4 minutes later than you would if you were speeding, maybe even less than 4 minutes, and just be accountable for your actions. That's really what it is. So that's my tip on that one. I don't know if that's exactly what he talked about. I do a quick little edit, but I let him do his thing. Number 2, humans were not designed to go as fast as motorcycles can. A crash at high speed will destroy your body, so take the extra 3 minutes to put your gear on properly before you get on the bike. And that's something I didn't even touch on. If you're in a rush, you're probably not going to put on some gear. So put some gear on, take those 3 minutes, and get it going. Put yourself in that mindset. When you got the gear on, you're a different person. You are a motorcycle rider. You're a smart rider. Before that, you were somebody running late. Okay, so we're gonna make sure that we're being safe. And that's absolutely right. Our bodies are not designed to go as fast as motorcycles can. Just sprinting and then like getting your legs tripped, like you're sprinting and somebody trips you, just hitting the ground hurts. Imagine. I mean, that's only what, 8 miles an hour, maybe. I don't know how fast you guys can run. I don't know how fast I can run. Anyways, but we're going like 60, 65, 80, 35, whatever it is. We crash. That's going to hurt. Our bodies aren't designed for that. The shearing forces on those organs is all it takes for you to bleed out internally. Anyways, practice your mind games. Okay, that's another article that we have on the MTC Rider Academy. So we got a mind game thing. You might want to check it out. You can practice and plan your escape routes. Very good. So number 4, be ready to save a life. The goal is to avoid crashing, but if you witness one before the ambulance shows up, step in. If you can stop bleeding and keep the patient warm before the onset of shock, they'll have a much higher survivability rate. It's absolutely true. We just took a TECC class, a Tactical Emergency Casualty Care class, together last August 23rd, 24th, I believe. And it was great. We learned quite a bit. We learned that just even keeping people warm before they go into shock from bleeding out is important, but stopping major hemorrhage is really, really, really important. Now, it's up to you if you want to help. It's up to you if you want to help. You don't have to. You don't have to. If anything, though, make sure you are staying safe yourself. One thing that I learned, and it's a little bit religious, but here's the thing. If that person that was injured, I'm not going to go down the religious part, but it kind of depends on your character. So there's a lot of people that will help somebody when they're not in a rush, when they have time. When you're in a rush, you tend to think, I don't have time to stop and help. Now, that situation could happen either way. It really depends on you if you're in a rush or not. Are you that type of person that if you are in a rush and you're running late to work and you see somebody crash, you see somebody hurt, will you still stop knowing full well that you're going to be even later? Or are you the type of person that will stop only if it doesn't take away from you? What kind of person are you? I guess that's just a question for you. That's a question for you. It all depends. Life's short. Who cares if you're late? That's how I think. But then again, I run the MTC Rider Academy, so I could be late if I want. I'm the chief. Anyways, we're going to get into the crashes and close calls now. But you can actually download this. This is all the timestamps right here. This is actually on the MTC Rider Academy. So this right here, all the close calls and crash reviews. So if you're an MTC Rider Academy member, you actually get to see stuff all the way to September 24th. We have them uploaded already, but this is September 17th right here, Riding Smart 133. The video isn't uploaded because we're currently doing it. Once we finish this, I'm going to go ahead and upload the video so you can actually watch it. So if this video gets taken down on YouTube, you get to have it here. You get to have all the links and everything that you need. And then at the bottom, you click download. Boom. There it is. You can download it. Bikers, thank you so much for being amazing, allowing us to watch the video and do what we need to do. So right there, we have the video. We have the link to this video. So, Inception. So let's go ahead and jump into this bikers video. But before that, let's go ahead and say hi to everybody. Everyone, how's everybody doing today? We got some stuff happening here. We got some crazy stuff. Did you guys see the thumbnail? Absolutely insane. Dude crushes his back. Is that like the first? Let's see. Is that the first? And I am a patron of bikers, by the way. Oh, here we go. We're going to watch this. All right. So. Oh, my gosh. Whew. Yeah, Jeff and Molly outdoors. Bikers, how you doing? Jaden, Trevitt, how you doing? Prodigal Stranger, I love seeing you in the chat. Prodigal, come sit right here, right in front. You don't want to? You're gonna watch it from your fancy room that you got, the nice dorm. Go ahead, go out, go ahead. Go ahead and hit the button if you need anything. I'll send a rookie to grab you a drink. It's all right. Whew. I don't know. Prodigal didn't want to hang out. Who cares? He might come back for a pizza. You can get a pizza. You can get a slice of pizza. Get a whole pizza. Whew. Exact Prodigal. Hey, I could tell you love Lord of the Rings. Yeah, make sure you guys sign in. Click that like button. We got 130 people in here. Okay, you don't get credit for today's class unless you sign in. Do I look a little washed out? I look a little washed out. I changed it a little bit. I look a little washed out. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. Yeah, put the rookies to work. They have been chewing the cables lately. I've been pretty happy about that. We've been throwing a lot of yellow crayons at them. Turned out they didn't like the red ones, but they liked the yellow ones. They say it tastes like lemon. Some of them say it tastes like banana. Some of them say they just can't even taste anything. So it's a little weird. It's a little weird. I look a little sunburnt. Look a little sunburnt. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Yeah, I love seeing your comments in the actual videos too, Prodigal. It's really good. Guys, if you comment on the videos, it helps out quite a bit. Helps out quite a bit. Whew. Make sure you guys grab a quad lock. Watching from Portland. Yeah, Alexa, bro. So Portland, Oregon. Where's everybody at? Where's everybody at? Where's everybody from? Write it in the chat right now. Where's everybody from? I do have a link to the syllabus. It's pinned at the top on the YouTube live stream. So if you are a member, click that link. You could download it. So Chicago. I look like the color of the pizza. Boise, Idaho, Virginia, Memphis, Tennessee, Australia. What time is it in Australia? Canada. Look at all these Canadians. Western Pennsylvania. Toronto, Ontario. Virginia. Hey, 2 Virginias right there. Michael and Jim. How you doing? You like the quad lock? I like it too. The vibration dampener has been really nice. Depot Bay, Oregon. Nice. Tillamook was an interesting place. I like that area for some reason. Cranford, New Jersey. Romania. Do you watch Maryland? Do you watch Lolly? You're from Romania? Do you watch Lolly? The biker girl? Does a lot of good stuff. Watching from Germany. Cranford, home of the all-state legal. Okay. How you guys doing, man? This is a great day. 2 a.m. squad. Oh my gosh, bikers. Oh my gosh. 145 people in class, but we only have 82 people signed in. Click that like button to sign in. Click it right now. Remember, you could join the MTC Rider Academy by clicking the link in the description. It's like Patreon, but better. It's way better. It supports the channel quite a bit. Let's get to 100 likes. If you see it right now, 95 already. Ooh. Let's see if we get to 125 likes. There we go, and then we'll get started. We'll get started at 125. I kind of like it. Do you guys like the... You know what? Let's go to the crew lounge real quick. Did I get in from the right side? There we go. Perfect. All right, we got all these doors changing. So this is the True Classic Polo. Links in the description for True Classic. I just bought... This is a sticker. I like the sticker. I like the look of it. Maybe a little bit smaller. Yes, I have my pants tucked in and shirt tucked in and everything. It's fine. Crew, we're going to get started real soon. We're going to watch some crashes and close calls. Once we hit 125 people signed in, so you have to click that like button to sign in. We got 150 people in class? Yeah? Okay. We're going to get there real quick. But yeah, this is a True Classic Polo. This is our uniform sponsor of the channel. They do have some chinos. This is the activewear. Absolutely feels good. It's a polyester spandex, and it fits really nice. But let's get back to class. Whew. Yeah. 107 people signed into class. Let's get some more people. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Signed up for the MSF class and did the classroom and online courses. Just have the writing portion left for next weekend. Very excited to get hands-on training after a year on the street. Christopher, that's great. Continuing education. Just so you say you have a year of training or a year on the street already. Just go into it with a beginner's mind and throw out everything that you knew beforehand. Go to class. Take the class, obviously. Just absorb it. And then after class, bring back what you just threw away. So maybe don't throw away. Put it in the drawer. And then combine the two. And then throw away whatever it is that doesn't work for you. So pause the music. Pause the music. This is one of the biggest things here when it comes to continuing education. And this is what we do here at the MTC Rider Academy. We really focus on the education part, is that we're constantly trying to learn more. So the TECC class, the Tactical Emergency Casualty Care class that we took, that was a lot different than my EMT skills that I've been doing. So the EMT is a lot of medical and then some trauma. The TECC is mainly trauma, and it's out of my scope of practice. We had needle decompression, IV, IO, interosseous, intravenous, basically IVs. Come on, you guys know what that is. But a lot of stuff like that. And criking, people cutting through their cricoid membrane right there. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't do. But the thing is, I went to that class thinking I'm just going to do everything. And then afterwards, I'm like, well, I'm not going to do this, and this. But I learned this, and this. And I'm going to now apply this, and this to what I currently know. And actually, I'm going to get rid of some stuff that I previously knew because this stuff is better. So there's this melding and meshing of things. And this is why you also take notes. Take a lot of notes. Take a lot of notes so you can read that. Read it back. Read it back to yourself. Build a snowman out of the rain. Interesting. I don't know. But let's go and put the music back on. Just making some adjustments. Road Dad 66, first year rider, big fan, trying to be a smart rider with a $20 donation. Whew. EVOC training. What's EVOC training? 116 likes, guys. Let's get 9 more. 125, and we're going to get started. Road Dad 66. We're going to put it on this screen. Okay, we got to get started. Once we hit, let's get some likes, because we're going to get to this video right here. We're going to get to this video. This is going to be a stoppy crash. So we're going to be getting into that. But we can't get into it until we hit 125 people signed in to class today. Whew. Sign in. Click that like button. Guys, go ahead and grab the cone patterns, the Smart Rider drills. Boom. Come on now. I see everything happening. It looked painful. 126 people signed in, so everybody, we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started. Started recording once again. We're going to jump into this. This is a biker's video. Always the good stuff. Always the good stuff. I had to skip a few episodes because we were running a little late. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. We have the timestamps here. If you want to become an MTC Rider Academy member, you actually get this whole syllabus here. So this is going to be pretty bad. This is going to be a stunting issue, flipped over, landed on top of them. This is going to be more of the smart rider and rescue rider action. So as a smart rider, what are we missing? Write it in the comments. Whew. We're going to watch that again. No buenos. There's the hands down, arms, back, head. Oh, no. So what's the mechanism of injury here? Oh, here's this point of view right now. What's the kind of mechanism of injury do we have going on? So he's able to walk. He's able to walk. That's good. He's able to walk. He just threw his camera. He's like, we got to get going pretty soon. Hopefully that truck behind them doesn't run him over. All right. So first and foremost, we want to have, well, we want to have gear. Okay, as a smart rider, we're going to acquire and use personal protective equipment. It's very, very important to have that personal protective equipment. Also, wear eye protection. Have that thing down. He's going to go ahead and jump into this, literally. So we're going to put our hands out. So hands, we got injuries to our hands, injuries to our shoulders and elbows. Have lots of pain. You're going to get that first jostle through, so you're going to get your head of your humerus outside of the socket sometimes. Glad it didn't happen here. Easy dislocation, easy tearing of all the AC joint tendons and ligaments. No buenos, just already from that. So now we got possible fractured lumbar region. So we have our issues with our lumbar spine. Fractures there, but then also think about the soft tissue injuries, okay? So we're right now landing on our right side, so right upper quadrant, we have our liver there. Imagine having well, it's not very hard to imagine, but lacerating your liver with a broken rib, you're going to bleed out, okay? Liver is a solid organ. It has a lot of blood that goes through it. It is a major filter of your blood, so imagine all the blood coming out, plus all the nasty stuff that's in your liver now seeping out. You could possibly go into septic shock. So lots of issues here. Lots of issues. So are we going to say we're just not going to stunt? Well, that's up to you if you don't want to stunt. That's a lot of risk, a lot of everything going on right here. A lot of factors. So for myself, I personally will not stunt just because I don't have the skill level. And I can learn the skill level. I can take time and practice and just keep going, continue education to the point where the factors are minimized, but at the same time, I don't want to do that. So I'm just not going to stunt. So when it comes to these people that are stunting, though, you're going to have all the skill level in the world, but you never know. You never know. And that's why being a smart rider can happen for anybody, even a stunt rider. Just wear some gear. Wear some gear just in case something happens. Wear some gear in case this happens. And a helmet and gloves isn't enough. You're going to need a jacket, pants, boots, and possibly a chest protector at this point. Icon makes some really good stuff. Links in the description for Revzilla. Some good stuff. Now, this passenger's really wanting to capture some good footage, but stunters, please wear some gear. Please wear some gear. I really implore you to wear some gear. Okay, we got a link in the description for that. Okay. All right, we got right here an Aprilia SR 150 crash. It says skip to 1 minute, so we're going to skip to 1 minute. All right, so we got this right here. So this is a poor planning method and a racing without a brain. All right, so we're just kind of moving around. What are we doing here? We have something coming up. Ooh, that wasn't a crash. That was terrible, though. Where's the crash? That wasn't good. Ooh, we got not good stuff here. We're going to crash into this guy on a scooter, and we're going to basically pit maneuver ourselves first. More than one person got injured or crashed, so speed origin. Not a good area to be playing around. I understand, a lot of people don't have tracks or anything like that, but this right here, this is just highly dangerous, lots of hazards. We're crossing into traffic. We have somebody going super slow. We got to find our escape paths and escape routes. It's not good. Very lucky, very, very lucky. Look at that. Very, very lucky. This is different culture, different area, different place. Not something I want to do. There's that crash. We're going to go ahead and skip through this. All right, so this is going to be an MT-09 near miss with a deer. So it says there's a little bit of a panic, so we're going to be thinking about brown stage. Let's see what kind of brown stage we got going on here. Whoa! A little bit of brown. Not a big deal. A little bit of a brown. Not a big deal, though, because that's kind of scary. But look, we need to wear some gear. Wear some gear. As a smart rider, we're going to wear gear just in case. What did he do that was the panic part? What did he do when it came to the handlebars? Let's take a look at it one more time. Sorry, I messed that up for you guys. I'll watch it one more time. So what did he do? What caused him to shake it up like that? What caused him to shake it up like that? He jerked the handlebars, crazy movements in the handlebars. Maybe a little bit of a brake, maybe a little bit of throttle, maybe a little bit of everything. Maybe like trying to swerve, maybe screwing that up. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on. And that's what happens when a deer comes out at you. That's what happens when a kid runs out into the street or something uncommon that you're not really prepared for. Animals and little kids, even just adult pedestrians, can cause this. Okay, they're unpredictable, especially animals, very unpredictable. So if this happens to you, your best bet is to just be smooth on what you're going to do. So you need to plan your ride. And we're updating this actually, but position for safety, locate the hazard, and you're going to want to find solutions, and that's going to be your escape paths. You're going to pre-plan it. You're pre-planning this ride and pre-planning what's going on, so you're actually going to, not crash and not do these crazy inputs. But he did a good job. Now, if something did happen, he's not wearing gear and he did crash, we're going to have a lot of issues with our body, and we don't want to have any life-altering or life-ending injuries, okay? So one of the biggest things here now we're going to watch is a CRF 450X crash, lucky save, rescue pack, ? Interesting. Lucky save. It says crash, but save, huh? Oh, that could have been bad. That could have been bad. So rescue pack, ? Rescue pack, ? Why are we thinking rescue pack? Well, I'm thinking we need a rescue pack in a situation like this, a first aid kit, a trauma kit, something out here, because we're in the middle of nowhere. If all of a sudden you had a branch that goes through his leg, which we've seen before on this channel, and he was bleeding out, could you stop the bleed? Could you put a tourniquet on that? Well, you don't have a tourniquet. What can you do? So when you're out in the middle of nowhere, you need to have something that is going to help you. And we do have rescue packs. We have the slim rescue packs. We have the rescue pouches. We have a bunch of stuff at our store, but we're going to learn a little bit more. So this is one of those situations where I'm glad that this was not a crash, but at the same time, I really hope they have some kind of medical kit out here, because this can be a dangerous situation. Very lucky. Very lucky. All right, so right here we have an XF650 ride. Line of sight, orange stage, side of the pedestrian. How many times have you guys had a side of pedestrian problems? How many times have you had that? Let's go ahead and watch this. So what stage should we be in coming up to an intersection? Or, here we go, a bus. Uh-oh. Don't worry about the timestamps, bikers. It's all good. Side of the pedestrian, but side of the bicycle also. Ooh. So we should be in orange stage coming up to an intersection, coming up to an uncommon thing. Now, you see a bicyclist already coming out through here, okay? Now, when it comes to school buses, they have, when the doors are open, they have that stop sign. You're supposed to stop. But this is not a school bus. This is just a regular bus. But if you ever think about a bus just stopped, this is going to be my advice to you. A bus is stopped like this, there's going to be people that are going to be in the out of line of sight and wanting to cross the street, Okay, you're not going to see them. So we should be slowing down. This is like that haunted house where we're coming around a corner and we don't want that crazy killer clown with a chainsaw coming out at us and surprising us. So we're coming up slowly and looking around and then going. So that's what we should be doing here on this situation, because we have a line of sight problem with this bus is blocking our line of sight. I would move over. There's no traffic coming. I would move over farther to the left. Now, here's the moment we perceived and reacted, and we're now starting to apply the brakes right here, but this is our total stopping distance. That's not enough. That's not enough. We should be swerving. We should be swerving. We're in a bad spot. We're in a bad spot. Now, should this bicyclist just gun it into the street without looking for traffic? Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. But are we going to crash into them anyways? And now we're going to have to deal with our own stuff? Yes. Now, who has the right-of-way when it comes to this? Typically the pedestrians. But he's on a bicycle, so I don't know if that really counts. Now, I don't want to be breaking anybody's legs, mechanism of injury into this bicyclist. Looks like more of an older fella, possibly. A young kid, maybe. Don't want to break their leg. That's what we're going to have. We're going to have broken legs. Not good. Not good. Yeah, hit that like button. Hit that like button. 150 mile per hour close call, speeding and escape route. All right, this is going to be terrible. Let's see. 140 or 148. There you go. Just crossed one of our buddies. Uh-oh. Somebody just came into our lane. Are we going to blame this driver for switching lanes? They didn't see us. They didn't expect us to go 150 into them. We're going 147. We're going to be passing our buddy. Maybe we're doing some interstate riding, interstate racing. Should not be doing this. Should not be doing this. We should be paying attention, being smart riders, okay? We learned that in the MTC Rider Academy. Please join up, guys. It helps out the channel. But this is going to be a close call. One thing that we can learn from this is going to be that escape path. Okay, we have an escape route, escape path. We're trying to position for safety. We located a hazard. We got to do something about it. And that's what he did, even at 147 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and take some of the good out of this. We already know what he shouldn't be doing. So we're getting up to here. We got our buddy applying the brakes, not wearing full gear. Imagine that back getting all scraped up. Ooh, no buenos. So this person is now coming out. So we are now on the side right here. We have basically just this much room to play around. Looks like a hot dog with some ketchup on it. I don't know why. Anyways, this is all we have. Now, as a escape path, that's all we need as a motorcyclist. Now, if we're doing this in a car, we're going to run right into the back of them, but hopefully we have good brakes in the car. So here, we're not going to be able to slow down in time. Not going to be able to slow down in time because our total stopping distance is not enough. And we don't really have to, because if they're going 65, 75, all we have to do is slow down enough to allow them to get in front of us and then get out of the lane, or for us to slow down so we can make better decisions. But we shouldn't be speeding anyways. If it happened right in front of them, not that far away, but right in front of them, this would have been an emerging issue, an emerging crash. Did okay. Don't speed next time, buddy. Don't speed next time. All right, this one says, almost hit a cow with my motorcycle. This is definitely going to be an uncommon thing in a common situation. Look for those hazards that should not be there. Oh, a little bit of a panic brake. That looks like a horror movie. That looks like a horror movie right there. Let's go back. A little bit of a panic. What the heck? Now, if you hit one of these, you're going to die. You're just going to die. So the uncommon thing. So what are we really learning from this situation here? Look at our headlights. Look what we're able to do. Look how far we can actually see. Can't see very far. Can't see very far. So in these situations, we should not be speeding. We should not be going crazy fast, because we are not going to be able to stop in time because our vision is not very good. If this was in the daytime, you could see super far. You can see way past the rider in front of you. But here, you can only see basically to the rider and a little bit in front of the rider in front of you because they have lights. So this is going to be a bad situation. You don't want to be going super fast. So at nighttime riding, what's a major factor in close calls for nighttime riding? Write in the comments. Right, Christopher T, welcome. Now, what did this rider do? A little bit too much rear brake. Applied a lot of rear brake, started fishtailing because we lost traction because we locked it up. He released that rear brake, and that allowed him to regain traction and keep going. So if you're ever going to get in a situation where you start to lose traction because you smash that rear brake, release it, reapply. Same thing with the front brake. Typically with the front brake, though, if you lose traction, it's almost an immediate crash. So be very careful with that. Got very lucky, very lucky. And this is why I'd be talking on my Cardo Pack Talk Bolds and Pack Talk Edges. Links in the description for a discount. But I'd be telling my buddies in behind me, hey, cow, 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 cow. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. That's what I'd be doing. All right. Yeah, help him out. This is Bikers. Mr. Kool-Aid, well, thank you for the $2 donation. Love what you do. Helped a lot in my daily riding. You guys can read this if you want, but what it basically says is that is the first time at the Tail of the Dragon ends terribly on MTO3. MTO3, huh? Tail of the Dragon. What do you think's happening at the Tail of a Dragon? What do you think's happening here? What do you think's going to be the crash? Is it going to be a side of the vehicle? Is it going to be an intersection crash? What is the thing that typically gets people outside of just intersections? We're riding. Oh, already you can tell. Doesn't have a quad lock. Come on, guys. Get yourself a quad lock. Link in the description. Curves, low side, target fixation or speed. Yeah, you typically on these situations. Oh, what's a failure to negotiate a curve? That's going to be a big thing. That's going to be a big thing. He went alone. It was 2.5 hours from home. This is why it's very important to have a rescue pack, a rescue gear, have some kind of pre-plan to let people know where you're going to be at. Riding alone. Okay, that's fine. So we're going a little bit wide here. So we went wide. Now, why did we go wide? I think he said that something like there's some leaves in the ground or something. Whatever it is. So road surface hazard. Ravishing rider, I don't know. So let's think. Road surface hazard, target fixation. What are other factors that could be involved here? Too much speed going into the curve, decreasing radius, off camber. What else can we put in here, guys? Write it in the comments. These are all different factors. Not saying these are the factors that are the cause of this. Okay, that's one of the things here, guys, is that not every single factor that we're going to name is a cause. Like, there's a factor here, too. It could be nighttime. You know, it's not one of the factors, though. So what is a factor when it comes to this area? So switching from shade to sunlight, yeah, that messes up with your pupils. It messes up with the vision of the road, everything. So write the comments. What kind of factors are involved here? He says there's a leaf. I'm going to give him that. There's a leaf that kind of made him lose traction. So I think there's maybe a little bit too much speed, failure to negotiate the curve because we hit a leaf, and now we start target fixating on the outside. We start going towards the outside, and we start to panic. So it's this cascading snowball effect of factors that are just going to cause you to crash. We have to get to a point where we can stop the factors from accumulating. And if we can stop the factors from accumulating, we won't crash. So let's say we hit that leaf. We lost a little traction. The goal is not to go into brown stage, right? The goal is to know what to do in case that happens. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Sometimes there is. So let's say we hit the leaf at the beginning of the curve and we start to do a little bit, but then we still have plenty of room to negotiate that curve. This is where we do some emergency braking to slow ourselves down and then really be aggressive in our turning. And this is where trail braking really comes into play too, okay? But we're going to be aggressive in our turning and really commit and don't target fixate on the trees, but target fixate on our exit. So you see how there's that moment where we can stop the cascade and snowball of factors, but if you panic, you hit a leaf, you start to look out at the outside, you slam the brakes, you're staring at the white line instead of over here. You didn't really slow down at all, you know, because you slammed the brakes, but you're starting to slide, and then you slam the rear brake, even though the front brake is going to be the one that's going to help you out the most. So you see how it starts to cascade. We have to find a position where we can stop, and the only way we can stop that cascade is through training. It's through training and watching these so that we can understand what's going on. We can understand what's going on. The biggest thing when it comes to the MTC Rider Academy, and we got some challenge coins coming out. I shared it on the Discord, and I shared it here. Awareness, action, accountability. We need to be aware of the situations that we're going to be getting ourselves into. We need to take action, We need to be able to get ourselves in and out of these situations. And then accountability. We need to look back and see, did we do the right thing? Did we do the wrong thing? What can we change? What can we keep? You need to be aware of the problem. You need to take action on the problem, and you need to stick to it. Be accountable to it. So we got some challenge coins coming out. Got some challenge. You guys want to see what the challenge coins are? You guys want to see what the challenge coins are? I shared it on the Discord. You guys know what a challenge coin is, right? Let's get some music going. Let's get some music going. Dun, dun, dun. Now it looks a little. I look a little brown. I look a little brown, but that's because it's antiqued copper. We're in Arizona. It's the copper state. It's antique copper. So it's not gonna look like this. So awareness, accountability, action. Okay, awareness, accountability, action. I think I had it backwards when I was talking, but it's gonna be side engraved. And the back side, I'm only making 300. They're gonna be numbered, 1 to 300, limited edition. Limited edition. We do have our originals. This is the original one I made a long time ago. I only made 100 of them. And they didn't have a back side to them. But I've always been talking about riding safe. I've always been talking about you'll never ride alone. Whew. You guys ready for these? I'm ready. So DDFM Crew Smart Riders, this is going to be hey, chat. This is going to be the Discord channel that we have. Links in the description. It's absolutely free. The Discord is free. Let's go ahead and get back to this. All right. So, very crazy. Uncommon thing. Wear full gear, everybody. Random incidents. So this is going to be an uncommon thing. Escape route. All right, let's see what happens here. So find those escape route. Uncommon thing. That's pretty uncommon, right? So when we're riding, we don't want to see headlights in our lane. We want to see taillights. So if we see headlights, remember, we're talking about pattern recognition when it comes to riding. Okay, we want to be able to just pick out the uncommon patterns. Side of the vehicle, headlights in front of us, a ball bouncing in the middle of the road. That's not supposed to be there. Look at the color of the road. This looks like a good road, right? Imagine if you had a little tar snake here, a little dark spot right here, lots of dark spots like right here. Like those are the things that you're finding. Those are the uncommon things. You're not paying attention to the rest of this. You're finding these things. And when it comes to getting ourselves out of there, we just kind of position ourselves for safety. That's it. So we're finding those uncommon things, and we found a really big uncommon thing right there, and that's going to be that vehicle in our lane. So part of road strategy, we see it. Now what do? We are aware of the problem. We have to be accountable to what we can do. Okay? And we got to take action. We got to do something. We got to find that escape path. Okay? We got to find that escape path. Get ourselves into a position for safety. We have to do something. We can't fight this lane. We can't fight for it, because if we do, there's a possibility of losing. You don't want to lose that fight. All right, so we have a biker close call with a car. This is going to be an emerging issue, fighting for the lane. I just talked about not fighting for the lane, guys. Law of gross tonnage, everybody. Law of gross tonnage. Write in the comments if you know what law of gross tonnage is. Come on now. Wait, was that a Prius? No, it wasn't a Prius. But here's the thing. What are we doing here? We should not be fighting for this. We should not be fighting for this lane. Let's take a quick look. It is a nautical term. Exactly, Jaden. Exactly. You're the one who knows it. It is a nautical term. But we call it the lug nut rule in the fire service. If you have more lug nuts, there's 5 lug nuts on this car. How many lug nuts do you have on your motorcycle? Stems, whatever it is. It has 5 lug nuts. A big semi tractor trailer, 8, 10, 12 lug nuts per tire. This has 5. So the lug nut rule, whoever has the most lug nuts wins. So we don't. Anyways, we're going to get into here. Okay, we're coming up to here. We're in the blind spot. So this vehicle moved over. Now, this car really is only paying attention to this one. So this car is looking at this driver. Oh, look, I got an open lane. We're in the blind spot. So let's say they even looked at this. They're not going to be able to see us in the side view mirror. And if they're like every other driver we ever see on the road, they're not looking through this window. They're not doing a head check. They're not like, hey. They're not looking at us. They're not looking at us. So our job as smart riders, we talked about this at the beginning of the DDFM report 003. I think it's 003. Maybe it's 004. I think I screwed that up. Anyways, they're not looking at us. Not looking at us. So we need to be able to get ourselves out of the situation. We recognize this is a hazardous situation. Go ahead and apply the brakes. Maybe switch lanes. It's one of those two. We got to do something. We got to do something. But that's why the person switched over. The moment he saw them cross that line, he perceived he's reacting with a rev bomb. In order to rev bomb, you have to pull in the clutch and then put a lot of throttle into it. Imagine accidentally dumping the clutch. Imagine if he needs that throttle to escape. He doesn't have it anymore. He's using it for rev bombing. So we're having issues right there. We're having issues right there. If he has to reach for that front brake, he's now messing with the whole situation up front. So instead of reacting that way, we should perceive and react with just decent progressive braking. That's it. That's all we have to do. That's all we have to do. Don't fight for this. It's a no buenos. It's a no bueno situation. All right, Troll Becky. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. IMS Sports Complex. First time on a track. It says mechanism of injury, so let's figure out what kind of mechanism of injury we're going to have here, everybody. What kind of mechanism? Ow. You know he's hurt. He says ow. What kind of mechanism do we have here? Oof. Anybody ever got tackled in football? Anybody ever get messed up? So we got the left side was hit. So possible broken collarbone. Yeah, kingpin. Easy. It doesn't take very much to break your clavicle. It really doesn't. AC joint right here. Yeah. Hands, ribs. You know, not tib fib. Geez, radius and ulna. Radius and ulna, humerus. AC joint, SC joint, collarbone, clavicle. Neck, maybe some vertebrae, maybe a traumatic brain injury. Maybe we have a coup contra coup, so our brain hits one side, hits the other side, hits back the other side. We start to have a little bit of nausea. So head injury symptoms, disorientation, nausea, vomiting. Maybe a little bit of like blurry vision, so vision impairment, loss of balance, maybe a headache for a while. Ribs, yeah. So breathing issues possibly. Guys, we can have a lot that goes on here, and this is why you need to wear your gear. You need to wear your gear. Especially if you're a first time on the track or on here, you're going to make a mistake. And that's fine. Make mistakes. That's how you learn. Have the gear to protect you, to mitigate injury so you can continue making mistakes for the rest of your life. All right? So hopefully he's doing fine. Hopefully he's doing fine, buddy. Next one, we got a motorcycle sideswipe, almost sideswiped by a truck. So this one's going to be a motorcyclist almost sideswiped by a truck. It's going to be an open lane pattern. Guys, we talk about open lane. Okay, the patterns we're talking about here, if our lane is open and the lane next to us is stacked full of vehicles, those vehicles want to go into the open lane because they want to have good line of sight and they want to get going. So if we're in that open lane and we're kind of like in this merging blind spot area, we got to be aware of it. So as soon as I see an open lane, I'm going into orange stage. I'm like, I don't know if I like this. I'm going to go ahead and sit back. And then boom, I always see people write in the comments if you've ever been a part of an open lane situation and you're like, he's going to go ahead and merge in front of me. And then they actually do. Write in the comments if that happens. I love pointing it out. I love it when I'm driving and riding. I'm like, that guy's going to move over. Boom, they move over. You could see it. You could see it happening. Like right here. Look at this. Every day this happens. Ooh, he got a little bit of an adrenaline dump. So we didn't create this situation though. So our lane is moving faster than this lane next to us. So we start to see this. Yeah, it feels like you predicted a chess move, Christopher. Exactly. I love it. Doesn't it give you guys confidence when you're out riding and you witness these open lanes and these side of the vehicles and like the patterns that we're talking about, and you're already prepped and ready because you already went into orange stage? Doesn't it give you like this confidence that you're winning the game? Like you're a skilled participant in this game of riding? Doesn't it feel like that? I have more confidence driving because I can see things before they happen because it's just predictable. It's human behavior. It's great. But yeah, we didn't create this situation. We just entered into it. So it's going to change. So all of a sudden it's like, I don't like this. I'm going to go ahead and roll off the throttle, so do some engine braking, or I'm going to give myself just a little bit of progressive braking. So now in this situation, what can we do? So our escape paths or escape routes, if we accelerate out of here, this guy's already applying the brakes. So we try to escape, we're going to run into him. We really need to brake or position ourselves a little bit more for safety, or do this one and positioning. Okay, that looks a little bad. Take that off the screen. Thank you. Jeez. A little bit of a panic. Scary. Scary. Our day was going well until this happened. Okay, so this says they were reversed into, but it says that they had a quad lock. So that's really good. Grab yourself a quad lock. Link in the description. Great. All right, so reversed into. No buenos. Now, it looks like everybody's safe. Where's the quad lock? I think the quad lock was already on the bike.
Into my motorbike.
Hey, they're talking on their Cardo Pack Talk bolds. Actually, I think it looks like a Cena, but you could do the same with your Cardos. Cena, whatever. Cardo's better. Anyways, dynamic mesh, baby. Dynamic mesh. There's a quad lock right there.
Somebody managed to reverse into me. Everything's okay. I'm okay.
Good.
I had the bike checked out this morning. She's okay, and I just need to get a mud guard. So we're looking for one.
So very good. You know, you got reversed into. Now, can we hit reverse? Like if we see somebody with the tail lights, so we see the brake lights here, right? But if we see the reverse lights, they go on. They start to illuminate. Hey, that person's in reverse mode. And this is why I always tell you guys to go into a lane filtering position when you're behind people. So a lane filtering position would be more so like right here. And that's so you have good line of sight, but at the same time, if they reverse into you, you can't Flintstone it quick enough. You can't Flintstone it. So you got to get yourselves in a position where if they do go, you're over here. Okay? That's what you want to do. I do that at intersections. This one might have been unavoidable. It just kind of sucks. Thankfully, nobody was hurt.
We're looking for one, maybe in the Czech Republic.
All right. So right here, we have an intersection. What do you think is going to happen right here? Also, we have a quad lock. Probably didn't put it in correctly because it looks like it fell. But if you have a quad lock, it's going to lock in. It's part of the name. You think emerging issue, merge, Jeff and Molly. Hey, already seeing it. So part of seeking and recognizing hazardous situations is that you see it kind of happening already. You're recognizing this is hazardous, and you're going to understand that typically in intersections, you're going to have merging, left turners, path of travel violations. So we should be in orange stage going in right here. Oof. No buenos. That person is supposed to stop too. Okay, they had a stop sign. They had a stop sign, did not stop. Okay, so what do we do in these situations? We cover the front brakes just like he's doing. Also trying to find escape paths. Very, very lucky. Very, very, very lucky. Yeah, join the MTC Rider Academy. Checkmatey. Finally caught you live. Maybe you can't answer, but now, but I'm wondering if the only way to get the practical skills or drills with the basic training course is subscribed to the monthly. Yeah, if you want to just watch the drills on YouTube, that's perfectly fine. We have a lot more though, a lot more on the academy. And you know what? The first month is free. Use code SmartRider. Code SmartRider. Use code SmartRider, everybody, if you want. Where am I at? Here we go. Let me go ahead and get you the link. First month, check it out. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But it helps out the channel quite a bit. It helps out the channel quite a bit. Use code SmartRider. First month is free. Try it out. All right, so what we have here is that we have a cornering close call on the dragon's tail. Cornering close call. Let's take a look. Ooh. You think it was going to be a car, though, right? It sounds like we're in a car. It sounds like we're in a car. We have a motorcyclist kind of failing to negotiate. Now, here's the thing. Imagine if the motorcyclist was going and, like, this was the line he crossed. Well, he's off the road. Got very lucky that he had more road to play with. But very lucky he didn't get hit. Very, very lucky. So it looks like a cruiser motorcycle. Not very good body positioning. We're scraping hard parts on that right peg. So this is where taking an advanced course, understanding body positioning, and getting our body into the turn while the bike stays more upright. That's the biggest thing, is the bike stays more upright. I learned, I took the Total Control Advanced Riding Clinic 1 on my Harley Davidson Sportster, and I took the Advanced Riding Clinic 2 on the FTR. And let me tell you, the FTR is way easier. But I felt the Advanced Riding Clinic, so Total Control, that on the Harley was way more valuable because I needed to get better body positioning and trail braking with the Harley, because I could scrape hard parts. At the beginning of class, I was scraping like my pegs super hard. Towards the end of class, I was going faster around a sharper corner without even getting close to scraping pegs. Because one thing that you can also grab is when you're scraping those pegs, if your boot, because your boots, the soles, the bottom of your boot are very, very, they like to grab traction. So the moment you touch that road with your boot, it's gonna sling your leg out. Has that happened to anybody here in class? Have you ever put your foot down while riding and it just like launched your leg back? Imagine doing that in the middle of a turn right here. Get all discombobulated, boom, hit the car. Not good. He's streaming at the same time? That's cool. I just chose not to do it this week. I wanted to try out the weekend. All right, so what we have here is a Ninja 400 overshoot. It's an overshoot. White staged and wear gear. All right, guys, let's wear some gear. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. Basag.
So what happened here? What happened here? What happened here? Target fixated? Looking at the view? Looking over, not paying attention? What do we have here? This is an indicator. This is an indicator of what? Write it in the comments. I'm quizzing you guys from now on. I keep telling you guys what's going on. I want to see you guys go in the comments and write this down. Tell me what this is. Tell me what that is. All right, so we're coming up to an intersection. We should be, or not intersection, we're coming up to a corner. We should be in orange stage, prepped and ready for something. So a little bit of a panic. So we went into brown stage, okay? We panicked. So we applied the brakes, started target fixating towards basically our off-ramp, which we shouldn't be doing. And then once we transition from street, where we have traction, to the gravel, where we lose traction, we fall down and crash. So there's no buenos. Now, we typically see this with beginner riders. So if you're a beginner rider, it's very easy to be a smart rider. Really, all you have to do is acquire and use personal protective equipment to start, and then you're going to learn. Bring that back on the screen. You're going to learn the seeking and maintaining, and then you can rescue and teach later, okay? So you will practice your skills. You'll practice your planning. You'll practice your road strategy. The more experience you have, You're going to go into the parking lots and practice your fundamental skills over and over again. But what's the one thing that takes zero skill? Putting on gear. It might take some skill, actually, but still, it's not going to be as hard as getting experience. You can practice your gear in the safety of your room. Put it on, take it off, put it on, take it off. The first thing you can do is get some gear. So when we have something like this happening as a new rider, you're still learning, getting the experience, and you crash, thankfully you had gear. Thankfully you had gear. Because this can happen. This can happen to anybody. But it usually happens to beginner riders. Now, there's our left hip. Motorcycle-specific gear and pants. Some of them have hip gear now. Or hip protection, hip armor. Have that hip armor. Shoulder armor, back protection, helmet. Protect your face, protect your head, protect your cranium, protect your brain. You don't want cerebral spinal fluid coming out of your nose and ears. That'd be no buenos. You don't want that. Protect your hands. If you work with your hands, which I think a lot of us do, you want to protect them, okay?
Oh shit.
There it is. There it is.
Basag.
Basang. Lasagna?
Yes, Baba. Thank you, thank you.
Lots of help?
That's why.
Love it. These people are rescuing each other. This sticker, this is not my actual uniform yet. I just put a sticker there. I'm getting this screen printed. This is a true classic activewear polo shirt. Absolutely love them. New sponsor. Links in description. Honestly, well worth it. Well worth the price. I used to buy just like Walmart Hanes packs, just the plain t-shirts, but oh my gosh. I sweat too much in the activewear. Quick dry polyester spandex, so it's stretchy. Makes me feel good, makes me look good. Just saying, just saying. Anyways, we're going to get into this. This is the Yamaha R1 2018 first ride. Traction loss high side. Oh no. Oh no. So here's the traction loss, it looks like. Yep, there's the traction loss. So low side, low side, low side, and grab some traction. We're about to high side it. You see how the bike wants to stay up though? Isn't that crazy? Look how quick that was. There's nothing he could have done. Nothing could have done. Do I have any sponsors with 360 cam companies? I do have an affiliate with Insta360, but I only promote the things I use pretty much every day. I wear these shirts every day. I have uniform shirts, but then I have like 12 like other just the regular crew. Thinking about getting the Henleys, but I got some long sleeves. I just ordered the jeans. I completely took out everything out of my closet, and I'm replacing it with true classic t-shirts. Absolutely love them. I swear. It's a lot of money. I spent quite a bit, but links in the description. Right now they're having a sale. They always have sales. They always have sales. You can build your own bundle too. A lot of cool things. Anyways, we have to answer your question, I don't have a 360 cam company. All right, so this is going to be what a high side is, okay? If you don't know what a high side is, this is what a high side is, okay? Go ahead and pause the screen if you want to know, okay? It starts off typically as a low side. So he starts to lose traction on that rear tire, and then it grabs traction. It grabs it, and then it launches your body and the motorcycle, the forces. That's where we get into the high side. And then it starts to want to buck you off like a slingshot or like a horse is bucking you off. Okay, it doesn't like you right now. A lot of physics involved. I don't know all the physics and scientific stuff. All I know is that it's caused by a loss of traction at the start, and typically in corners. So in corners, loss of traction. What do we have with corners and loss of traction? We either hit road surface hazards, our tires are bald, too much speed, so too much acceleration, too much turning, because that's how you get into the low side situation, too much braking, that's how we get into the low side situation. So typically it's going to be speed. To me, it's the one thing that you really have control over is speed. So slow it down a little bit. That's my biggest thing. So slow it down. You don't want to have a high side because that's a very dangerous position, because with the low side, you slide and hit the ground. Yes, that sucks and you can crash and go into the side of the wall right here. But a high side, you get ejected. The force is basically grabbing you and throwing you this way. So you don't want to get into that position. Okay. Damn, my arm looked juicy right there. See? True classic t-shirts make you look juicy. Anyways, it's going to throw you, and the forces are now put into you, and now you're going to go head first into something. Easily lose control of that motorcycle, too. Easily lose control. Now imagine if there was a car coming. Also got that issue.
Ragazzi, super rischio.
All right, so this is going to be a crash on Bear Mountain. This is a Kawasaki Ninja ZX-10R. What? New riding group motovlog. So this is going to be a rescue. Okay, we're going to be talking about rescue. And this is going to be a mechanism of injury situation. Okay, let's take a look. Ooh, got in a corner, failing to negotiate maybe? Oh, we see it dust up. We see it dust up. That's an indicator that something's happening. Get into that rescue mode right now. That's gonna be like, all right, business time, business time. So we gotta remain calm. We have to ensure our own safety so we don't get hit ourselves. So pull off on the side like these guys are doing. Don't wanna get hit by other vehicles. Now we got our rescue packs. Links in the description for our rescue packs. Wait, is there any more? No, that's it. Got our rescue packs. And then we gotta follow the rescue situation here. Now every rescue pack comes with, I got it in my wallet right here. Every rescue pack comes with the rescue card. So if you don't know what to do, you just pull it out of your rescue pack or out of your wallet, and you have the rescue card. It is basically going to tell you how to handle these situations. Also, we have the rescue booklet that comes with every single rescue pack. You can also get it separately from the store, but it's just a fun little comic. It tells you everything, kind of explains a little bit more than what a card can do. Also, what's inside the rescue pack, there's a playlist from Prep Medic. We hired him as a contractor, guest instructor at the MTC Rider Academy. But yeah, go ahead and grab this. Comes with the rescue kits and rescue packs. But right here, what do we think could be a possible injury? So we have the dust up basically on the other side of that guardrail. Do you think he went over the guardrail? Maybe he went through right there. He found an escape and went into the gravel. Who knows? Who knows? Not good. Probably high speed. So I'm thinking a lot of road rash, possible impact injuries to the spine, maybe a traumatic brain injury. It's hard to tell, right, Jeff and Molly? I don't know which one of you guys are watching, but it's hard to tell. So this is why you got to remain calm, get yourself ready, ensure your own safety, get over there, and really the only thing you can do is stop major bleeds. That's the only thing you can maybe patch up some wounds and make them comfortable, which is always good, but for the main thing to really save a life and for the things that are preventable is major bleeding, major hemorrhaging. So you want to be watching out. Check the whole body. Both of you guys are watching? Love it. Love it. You got to tell me there's got to be somebody there with a rescue pack or even the trauma kit that they make themselves, which the link, the rescue pack on the store inside the description tells you what's in it. So if you want to go out there and just get a Ziploc baggie and put a bunch of that stuff in there too, I don't care. Just save somebody's life. All right, we got some bonus clips. All right, so we got dumb cages run stop sign. All right, here we go. We're just going to play through these. Dumb cager running through a stop sign. Green light or your time to go doesn't always mean it's time to go. So we got another random incident. Uncommon thing is going to be the next thing. So uncommon thing. Temporary lights have been causing delays for a week now unless you're this idiot. Wait. Are you kidding me? What the heck? What did I do? Oh. Yeah, this guy. What an idiot. Not me. Are
you fucking serious?
That is ridiculous. So this says max risk. Can you skate? All right, let's see. Maximum risk. No. All right, this one's gonna be angry dogs. Hey, plan your ride, position for safety, locate hazardous situations, assess possible solutions, navigate active threats.
Μηχανή, παραφλού και το καίει οπότε δεν χάνει.
Hey, we see the dogs. Go, go, go. Escape. Hey, good job. Good job with the escape path. Good job with the escape path. Saw them.
Πάνω στη μηχανή,
Let's take a quick look.
παραφλού και το καίει οπότε δεν χάνει.
Okay, so we're coming into a new area. We located a hazardous situations. Animals are unpredictable, just like deer, just like any other animal out there. Dogs do not like wheels for some reason. They don't like wheels. I learned that when I was in the in this bicycle academy from the cops, learning how to go upstairs and talking about anyways, another lifetime ago. I think I was like 18. But we're going through here. Uh-oh, doggo. So what we got to do is find our escape. Did a good job with the escape. Handled it well. Got to get yourself out of there. Get yourself out of there. Went into red stage. He didn't panic. Didn't panic. Handled it well. Handled it well. So special thanks to his patrons. Hey, I'm just saying, you know, I'm just saying. Whew. Oh, yeah. Now we have all the crashes and close calls here. We have September 24th's close call right here. Valentino Pezzi. This is going to be... We got September 22nd. All right, so this is more... That's also a true classic t-shirt, by the way. If you are an MTC Rider Academy member, you get access to all of these. Early. Early. Whew. So make sure you guys check it out. The syllabus is on here. I think this needs to be changed to 04, but who cares? You get all of that. Let's head on over to my office. Everybody, crisscross applesauce up front. Go ahead and take a seat. Take a seat. Whew. Oh, yeah. Here we go. How's everybody doing today? It's the weekend. Everybody having a good weekend? Everybody having a good weekend? I appreciate everybody being here. Love having the community here. Sign up for the MTC Rider Academy. Sign up for the MTC Rider Academy. Whew. It's 4 a.m. Still riding with Mr. Dan. Yeah, in Romania. Good to have you guys here. It's good to have you guys here. We have a lot going on. It's 6 o'clock. Guys, I gotta get home. I wasn't supposed to come in on the weekends. I gotta get home. I gotta walk my doggo. I gotta feed my doggo. What am I doing here? Everybody, check out the links in the description. Check out the links in the description for all of our sponsors, all of the people that are helping this channel. But first and foremost, you guys are our sponsors. Those of you that are in the MTC Rider Academy. I gotta get my mics out of here. Whoops. Hopefully that's durable. All of you guys at the MTC Rider Academy, it's $4.99 the first month, $9.99 a month after that. Prices are being raised in 2023 because we have a whole new academy going into there. Got a Smart Rider Fitness, whole new everything. But with that said, I got to get going. Guys, I got to get going. I can't be hanging out all day. I love you. You got to go home too, okay? I'll be seeing you guys later.